Yo guys, what's going on? It's your man Kels, and today I'm going to bring you a Falcon's Lost video, and this is basically my 4th time completing this mission, and this is a random group, just basic matchmaking, you know, went to Falcon's Lost and set it to hard and matchmake, and I think I got invited to a group, which always usually seems to happen because I'm not 100% sure on how matchmaking works, so I can't really comment on it. All I know is I click the, open the menu, hit the triangle, and hit X, and it just usually tells me to teleport, and I end up in somebody's group, usually. I'm not 100% sure. This might be my group. Actually, it is my group because there's a particular... that name in there was there all night. So anyways, okay. I'm basically going to walk through it. I just used the my flashbang sticky bomb for those drones and run through several times in the past. And of course, it's unfortunate because I can't communicate with these guys. They're not in party chat with me. So I guess that's kind of a plus to this video a little bit because we're not communicating. So nobody is talking to anybody throughout this whole mission. They kind of know what they're doing. So it's cool in that regards. But this, like I said, this is my 4th time doing the video, doing this mission. So I definitely have a good sense of what's going on now at this point, like in the game or in the mission. I just know what's going on and I know what to expect as far as all the rushes. So I'm going to kind of walk through it with you guys, and I'll probably just skip ahead through all this tunnel running and climbing up the rope, and I'll just let you guys see the actual path. I'm sure you already seen it, but just in case you didn't, I mean, it's just basically run to the tunnel, find the ladder. I mean, it's basic because you got a GPS. So let's skip ahead to the most important part. Alright guys, so right here is a very crucial point. Once you get to this point, you can all stop for the ammo if you want. Me personally, I think it's a waste of time because you got ammo boxes that will spawn at the end of every wave. So you got to rush this window once it explodes. Don't worry, and this is always going to happen. Make sure you jump and get out of the way because you don't want to die before you get into this trench right here. And then once you're down here, it's the 4 of you, and you just gotta hold down the fort. So these guys are gonna rush, and there are other ways to avoid this initial rush. You can go up to the balcony to your right. As you jump over the wall, there'll be like a platform off to the right. You can go up there first and kind of deal with them and pick them off. You can also pick them off just from the window, and when it's kind of clean enough. Look how strong these guys are. I mean, I got him tagged up, and it's still like I need a clip and a half. So this is basically it. You got a lot of shotgunners, a lot of rushers, and they just kind of want to keep jumping down on top of you and make your life miserable. Otherwise, you're just going to stay down here, be very cautious, and a lot of health stations. You can see what I'm running. I'm running the flash. The sticky bomb, the flashbang, which comes in extremely handy when the shotgunners come down, when they rush like 2 and 3 at a time. I can flash them, and then it gives the opportunity to take them out and deal with them. Again, the most important thing is to stay down here and support each other. You know what I mean? That's really it. Just stay alive, be smart, support each other, and the way, like, so now after doing this 4 times, I basically learned, see, we got a shotgunner down here, and you just got to constantly keep paying attention to the actual trench that you're in, as well as who's above it. It's nice when people are running pulse. Everybody should be running something a little bit different, or you guys could be running, pairs of, right? I do that a lot. I try to kill an enemy all the way down to 1% of my health. It's just a bad habit, but I don't know, maybe it's an ego thing. So you gotta work. You can't just stay in the trench. You gotta come up and you gotta work at taking these enemies out, kind of like I'm doing right here. Otherwise, the waves will last a lot longer, and you'll kind of be doing this. Each wave can. I mean, it's like every other mission, really. You just got to take out, you know, a certain group of enemies, and then you will spawn to like the next objective, right? Objective cleared. You know, clear out the hostiles, whatever. So it's kind of the same concept, except they're called waves. And when you clear out so many, I don't know if it's all of them or a certain percentage or whatever it is, but you just got to put in work. You see one guy up there. Actually, that's a girl. All right, so, and then here it is, wave 3. So right through 1 through 3 is really, really quickly, okay? So wave 3 comes the drones. One thing I learned last night, I recorded this video 2 nights ago, and last night I was watching Like Butter and his crew. They were doing this, and they were running the health station with immune in it, and they were throwing down the station with immune right in the center of the trench where it's open. So when the drones come, the shock from the drones were unaffecting them because you are immune from status effects, as in shock, fire, which is important because the shotgun is shock and things like that. So that was a pretty cool thing too. But for what I have, as you see, which is my overdose or overcharge or whatever it's called, and my sticky bomb flashbang, I feel really comfortable with them. Now here comes the shotgunners. This is wave 4, okay? You see how hard they hit. I mean, they hit really, really hard. So somebody flashed them, so they're stuck, and then you just gotta attack them, and then you got one here up right, and then it's so hard to. I don't know what it is. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses, but I tell you, it feels really, really, really hard, and it's really important to get your teammates up as quickly. See, I mean, they just one-shot you. I mean, granted, my health is at about 60K, but still. No, not still. I mean, 60K. I mean, I do have 65% mitigation. Guy dropped the bomb right here. Now, every time you kill the guy and you drop the bomb, somebody has to run the bomb to the turret. So, as you can see, the signature skill has been popped. So, Hot Fernie is running to the bomb. That's my attempt to distract the turrets. Now, here's the thing. When you place the bomb, it actually is kind of like going on to the new objective. Since there are no checkpoints, but like it's kind of like a checkpoint. So if Hot Fernie died right now, it wouldn't matter because the bomb has been replaced, and in a sense, it's kind of like a checkpoint, even though it's not a checkpoint. There are no checkpoints. If you make it all the way to wave 14 and die, you have to start all over again. But once you place that bomb, if Hot Fernie died next to the tank or there, it wouldn't matter because in a few seconds, a very short time, when wave 5 comes in, they'll respawn. The person that died, the teammate that died, will spawn back in. So it's not an issue. So, and then that's it. Wave 4 is very hard because you're dealing with the shotguns. As far as the drones go, they're not that difficult, and plus they're noisy and you can hear them too. And that's it. Somebody's running pulse, so you can see where enemies are. I mean, pulse is so important, but I like to have my heal. I mean, using medkit seems useless to me or stupid because you only have so many medkits and you don't refill. See, here they come. I mean, that's why they're called rushers, right? That's why they got little lightning strikes. So they come in, and not only are they shotgunning, but they're throwing shock grenades. So that's where my flashbang comes in, except make sure your gun's loaded. So all the focus fire on, it's got to be 4 people focused. And that's what this mission really comes down to, is focus. You just really have to focus. Just stay as a group and pay attention. and focus. Look at my health. So, all right, okay. And then you get the wave of the snipers. So basically, you get shotgun waves, and then you get the snipers, which I'm trying to take out with an SMG from a very long distance. And all right, is there one more up there? Yeah, there is one more up there. So you got to deal with the snipers, take them out. Some can be very, very hard because they like to duck and hide like this, while the one from behind me might shoot me in the face. It's amazing the armor on these purple 32s, but whatever.
Captain, we're in position.
About damn time. Go, go, go.
All right, in position. I think those are snipers talking when they say, "Captain, we're in position." This is pretty much it. I mean, I'm not trying to compete or anything. I'm just showing you, like, this is, you know, I've completed the mission 4 times, and this is what has been done every time. It works. It's not that big of a deal. There's, you know, there's teal colored rewards at the end of it. Some people call them blue, and some people call them green, and some people call them teal, and I think they should have been a totally different color. Anything in the green family, I think, was completely wrong, because green is like the lowest value color, and then you got something that's just a darker kind of a green, like a teal. It should have been like red, you know what I mean? Like a red, or I don't know. That's my opinion. But anyways, this is pretty much it. I mean, everybody should be running some sort of a health, a healing station, an immune station, a pulse. I mean, you can heal your teammates with overdose too, right? So if I stand next to my teammate and I pop my heal, he's gonna get the overheal as well. So it's a benefit, and it comes up every 33 seconds. So I mean, look at those shots: 270,000, 260,000. I mean, and I need 4 of them. Like, these purples are strong, man. They're really strong. I can't even imagine, like, challenger mode, and I've watched it so many times, and it just takes some health, but it really comes down to DPS. It really does come down to DPS more than health, I would say in the Incursion, because you need to take people out quick. When you put your gun on them, you need them to go to sleep as fast as possible. You can't afford to sit there and dump a clip, reload, and another clip just into one enemy. You can't do it, especially on challenging mode. If you aim your gun at somebody, you have to put them down completely. One time, with one clip at least. You know what I mean? So it definitely comes down to a high DPS. And just for anybody that might make a comment about DPS, yes, I understand the values that come with DPS are also more important than higher numbers, like, high critical hit chance and high critical hit damage, and things like that. I understand that. So you can have 150,000 DPS with 100% crit chance and 100% crit damage, and you're going to be far more superior and doing far more damage than somebody with 250,000 DPS. Yes, I understand that. So however you want to think about DPS, it doesn't matter. You understand the point that I'm trying to make, and I'm only saying it for the people that are going to possibly talk shit about that statement. So moving on, this is pretty much it. You can stay in this trench and deal with these annoying... I mean, the thing about the Incursion the most is it's annoying because it's frustrating. And, when it comes to the drones, you're looking up in the air, the sniper, there can be snipers on the balcony, you're getting shot from behind, from the left, from the right, you gotta look up, you gotta look down. I mean, you just gotta work so hard. I'm only throwing bullets down that way to kind of like aggravate the shit out of that area. So now, not only do you got drones coming, you got shotgunners coming, right? So these guys are trying to rush the trench. They want to all jump in here like this, right? And they really are a one-shot. I mean, depending on your health or in your stamina, they pretty much are one shot, 1-2 shots. They're putting you down. And not only that, but they do come with shot grenades. So I'm paying attention to my teammates. I'm trying to get rid of that guy without getting sniped. Thank God I can handle it. But if you die, you die. I mean, as long as everybody is putting in the work and shooting at what needs, like that right there, I ran out of bullets. As long as everybody's putting in the work and shooting everything, focus fire, I think, is very, very important. I think the ammo cache healing station, like this guy just threw down, I think that's a waste. I don't think it's needed. I ran it like my first time doing it, or maybe my second or whatever. I don't think it's important whatsoever, because these ammo boxes will last you for the rounds. As you can see, we're already at round 8, and it's only been about 10 minutes. So the whole thing, I think, in total took 37 minutes. So it's really not that bad. It's just you can't stop. There's no break. You know what I mean? There might be a 5 to 10 second pause in between a wave or something like that, but it doesn't matter. You still have to do recon work. You still gotta see where are they coming from. You know, who's left, who's creeping on you. Yeah, I mean, it's focus. It just takes focus. But it's really not that hard. And coming up here like this is not a big deal. Just pay attention. I mean, the APC gives you a pretty healthy warning. I mean, it makes its noise and it lights up red. I mean, you got more than enough time to jump out of the way of the APC. It's so annoying this guy's on fire, losing his armor, and right, I had the wrong gun in my hand, but it worked out. It's all good. So everybody's working together, and then I noticed that somebody's dead, but they planted it, and it's not that bad. You pop your signature skill, and you can handle it. I mean, your signature skill is going to take a buff of, or give you a damage resistance of 80% of incoming damage. All right, I went down, no big deal. I still get 2 teammates to revive me. And if somebody has a healing station, even better, not a problem. Look at the shotgunner right there. He could have wiped both of them out, and it would have just been a shit show. So they got to leave me, and they got to go deal with this guy. But if they weren't paying attention, and then it reloads, because it's like that kind of like that checkpoint thing. And I will pop right back in. I'm glad you see it. Boom. I'm good to go. So everybody's back to life, and that's it. As long as one of your teammates is alive, you just don't have to worry. It's when you all die at the same time, that's when you got problems. This guy's sitting on the wall right here. And also, you know, there's no real place for a trapper, which would be nice. 4 headshots. It's like 1,000,000 damage. Or 1,000,000 health, right? Pretty much, kind of. So guys, this is pretty much it to the Incursion. As far as hard mode and challenging mode, hard mode is going to give you much better rewards and better drops. You know, you're going to get the 240s as opposed to the 214s. You're just going to get high quality, better gear, and you're going to be dealing with a lot harder enemies. See, as long as your teammates are, you know, constantly running their heal stations, and they're paying. Look at how he's shooting down, but he's actually shooting at the guy on the above. The animation glitches are so funny in this game. But that's it. I mean, lots of healing, and you definitely don't have to run an ammo cache station. And from what I learned last night from watching other YouTubers play the game, I would definitely say the healing station with immune. Is it the immune? I don't know what it's called. Actually, I can look at it right here? Let me see. I know you guys are like, it's already like. So, immunizer. Okay. So it drops a recovery station that removes status effects and makes allies immune while within the affected area. So status effects are shocked, right? Fire, blind deafness. So all these things are great for one, dealing with the rushers. So round 10 looks like we're dealing with drones, and we're gonna get rushed again. So if there was an immunizer station down there at that moment, I wouldn't have got shocked by that drone, and it wouldn't have mattered. So here comes shotgunners. So you're dealing with drones and shotgunners at the same time, right? So it's tough, but it doesn't last that long. So here we are, wave 15. And it's not like, initially in your head, if you play it for the first time, or if you have played it and failed, it might feel like the waves. Sorry, I hit my mic. It might feel like the waves are really, really long. Like each wave is like 20 minutes. But it's not. It's really not. I mean, depending on how often if you die. If your whole squad dies, then and you have to restart and all that, yes, you're going to be here for an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. But this took me 37 minutes, and I run with a crew. And I was telling them, I was like, hey guys, I ran into a random. I hooked up with a random group, and I ran the incursion, and we finished it. They're like, oh, you bitch, what do you mean you finished it? You suck, because they want to finish it too, right? So, and I'm telling them, I'm like, I think it was only like 20 minutes. And to be honest with you, I think it might have been because the kid who was running with, I forget his name too, and it sucks, and I should have sent him a friend request, but it just, honest to God, it really seemed like he was just doing his, he was like doing the whole damn thing, like seriously. So other than that, I mean, it's like the trench is your home, man. It is your fort, and that's pretty much it. So that balcony straight there in front of me, up to right there, straight above the staircase there. You can run to that balcony and deal with the first couple of waves before getting into the trench. Like even maybe get past, wave 4. See, I come right out into the open to shut this guy down. At this point, all I got to worry about is the APC, and that's it. Every time the horn goes off, it's basically a new wave.
Warning. Improvised explosive device detected.
Okay, now they're... Oh, drones. Okay, so here comes the drones. And you got a good limited amount of time, too, where it shows you all the symbols of all the drones coming in. And that's pretty much it. There's 4 of you, and there's like 4 or 5 drones or something like that. There's not many drones, right? So, I mean, it can only put down 1 person at minimum at a time. So, one thing a lot of people do as a common mistake is they send out multiple people to shut down the to plant the explosives, and you just don't have to do that. You're risking your game and you're risking your squad by sending out 2 people, because if 2 of you die, there's only 2 of you there to hold down the fort, and that could be the round where you're gonna get drones and shotgunners at the same time with the snipers on the balcony, and that's it. Game over. You're starting back to square one. So you send out 1 person to plant the bomb, and technically only 1 person has to pop their signature for the whole group to get the effect. So the person with the bomb running to plant the bomb, again, has an 80% damage reduction, and they're only taking 20% damage on their initial run. So as long as you run and roll, 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 keep rolling, shut down the turret, plant the bomb, you'll probably most likely die on your own after you plant it and you're trying to get back, because the SIG only lasts for what, 20 seconds, 25 seconds? That's it. So the bomb you can see right there, that yellow, that up there on that balcony, that's the bomb. So Hot Fernie is going back out again. Again, no communication with the squad. Nobody's in party chat. This is a random squad, but it's not going to be me. It's going to be Hot Fernie is going to run out there. Basically, you just got to make sure everything's clear because you don't want to run out there while you're dealing with a whole crew, right? Come up here, take this crew out, clean them up. I just got to get my shots and not die.
Agent, you need to place those explosives.
And that's it. Yeah, all right. So she got it. And now she's going to run it out. And it's simple. If you don't have communication and you see that your teammate is running out with the bomb, again, get rid of these drones because you don't want to be running with players and drones in the air, right? So you just got to make sure there's as minimal amount of enemies and hostiles before you go running out into the open to go plant the explosives. You don't want to have to deal with enemies plus the turrets. It's not going to work. So as soon as a teammate runs out to plant the explosives, I usually pop my signature. And if they pop their signature, then it's whatever. Because your signature skill will come back very, very quickly based on the amount of kills that you're getting. And the amount of healing and the amount of progress that you're making and so on, so on. So it really does help. And sometimes the APC can come in, especially on the left side. Stay away from the left side. Just monitor the staircase, but certainly do not go up. So that's it. Defend. Where is it? Nope, she still got him. So you just gotta chop down a lot of these people, these hostiles, because again, you can't run out there with all the hostiles. And you know who has the bomb because they get the little triangle over their head. But you just can't afford to be fighting everybody. But at the same time, you kind of have to hurry up because they'll just keep spawning. So it'll kind of be like redoing the same thing. If you clear out, 15 NPCs. All right, so there she is. I see her over there. She's planting the explosives. You might see me pop my signature if I'm paying attention.
Damn it! We're going down, Captain.
Nope, she planted it. And she's back.
Light 'em up.
So she's definitely a beast, this girl. I mean, with a name like Hot Fernie, I gotta assume it's a girl. And based on her profile, it appears to be female. So this is 11 through 15. We are, what, 27 minutes or something? I'm not too sure, but it's pretty much over. And at this round here, what you're listening to is missiles. They're just chucking missiles at us, basically like mortar rounds, because they're very, very angry. They're just kind of going off. Might be one more. Nope. That's it. And now you just got to take out the little stragglers. Like this one right here. And again, every time you hear that horn, it's the beginning of a new wave. So here we go. Wave 12. And wave 15 is essentially the end. You know what I mean? So at this point, you can say we're like 30 seconds into the wave, right? So we'll just see how long an actual wave might take. And actually, the wave is going to go as quick as you can get rid of the enemies. The faster you can get rid of these mobs, the faster the waves will go. So you can get this done in a lot less time than 37 minutes. So when I told my friends that, you know, I got it done and it was done, or not I got it done, but, you know, the crew I was running with got it done in, like, it felt like 20 minutes. And then we did it and it was like an hour. It's not, the difference is not skill or anything like that. The difference is just knowing what's going on, and you've done the mission enough times to know what to expect, and you're not taken off guard and things like that. By this time, I know what to expect. I don't know what to expect like Lexington Event Center, which I run 10 times a day. But I know enough. I know for a fact that round 4 is going to be shotgunners jumping down from the middle, jumping down the staircases. I mean, just coming at you every which way. All right, so that was probably about a minute and a half for round 12. Wave 12, the 12th wave. Okay? So, I'll do it again. So it should be, what, another minute and a half or 2 minutes? 2 minutes times, yeah. It's about a minute and a half to 2 minutes a wave. Again, the faster you get rid of these... I'm trying to hip fire because you can't aim. You can't ADS over the wall. So the faster you get rid of the NPCs, the faster the waves will be done with. And when you get the explosives, you have to plan it ASAP. Otherwise, they will respawn, and it will, like, you'll basically do the whole wave all over again, technically. Not like the whole wave all over again, but the enemies will spawn again, but the wave doesn't change. So you'll be putting in the same amount of work. Alright, so round 13, now you get your 32 yellows. Your commanders and captains and sergeants and generals and lieutenants and everything else. I'm just making up stuff. I don't know what their actual titles are. And that's it. The faster you can put these guys down and get rid of the enemies, the faster you get through it. I know I'm repeating myself, but it is fairly simple, and these guys love to run the turrets. In the Seeker Mine, I've learned from this game, useless. The basic Seeker Mine, as in roll towards you and explode. That was a Seeker Mine right there that just exploded. It was always useless. I've never killed anybody with Seeker Mine since I played this game. But the Airburst Seeker Mine, well, a little bit different. Way different. But I like the Flashbang. Flashbang, I mean, I don't know when I actually started using the Flashbang, but I used the Flashbang a ton in like for example, Lexington Event Center. And on the rooftop at the final like wave when they come rushing out the door after you secure Sergeant Ramos, I stand right in front of that door with my flashbang, you know, waiting, and as soon as, you know, just at the same time the door's opening, I pop it, and they just stand there blind as shit while 4 people are just banging them down with bullets. And usually, depending on the crew you're with, they'll never make it out the door, you know. And then we do it again in the hall, or try to do it again in the hall, to you know, the second wave. So when Lorraine Barrett comes out, we usually try to keep her from even getting into the hall. And I'll probably post a video about how we get that done without ever running around that hall, chasing people and ducking and dodging, and just keep them just completely at bay right in the doorway, and just kind of kill them all in the doorway. I've run Lexington Event Center so many times. If I need to go get, you know, a few Phoenix credits really quick to buy something at the vendor, that's pretty much what I'll usually do. So here we are at wave 13. And I know this is boring, guys, and it's not that exciting. And the only purpose to run this mission is for the loot that you get. That's pretty much it. If you're doing it for like credits or Phoenix credits or any type of funds or monies, or it's silly, right? See, I didn't even see this guy. Not paying attention. So that was my fault. So he could have taken me out and another teammate with me. Right? Leaving 2 teammates down to fend for themselves. So you got to, like I was saying earlier, you have to focus. I mean, it's a lot of turning around. It's a lot of whiplash. You're just moving really, really, really fast. Really, really fast. Get in cover, get out of cover. Get in cover, get out of cover. Get in cover, get out of cover. I'm trying to say that really fast. That's really what it is. I mean, it doesn't come down to much more than that. Get rid of these guys. Look, we're on 14 already. We're right about, I don't know, 35 minutes? 35 minutes.
Okay, let's finish this.
Well, I didn't check the time frame, but we're at 4 minutes 50 seconds since I set the stopwatch from the last wave, which was what, 12? Alright, so once we get rid of that, alright, we got rid of that guy, and we got one behind me. One in front, right here. Try to bang him out real quick before I die, but it doesn't matter, because I got my teammates to help me. And I got the station, too. It's pretty funny, too, because Hot Fernie and someone else in this crew, which would be Carnage. Carnage and Fernie, I think, are friends, and they ended up just kind of staying. So yeah, this is my group actually. Everybody on in this team joined my group. Where's the explosives behind us? And who is it? Hot Fernie going to get it. Hot Fernie is down, and the explosives are still on the ground. So she's in a position where you just really can't revive her, because you'll die. You're going to die in that spot trying to revive her, but
Yeah, keep up the pressure.
do we have 2 down? Holy shit, we have 2 down. I didn't even notice this. I did not notice this, actually. Oh, wow. How did one get up? So, that was pretty good. But I didn't even know this was going on. I don't know if that's shame on me or I'm just doing my job. I don't know. But it's long, it's tedious, it's boring, it's not even fun to commentate over. I don't mean it like that. I mean, it's not exciting. I can't say, oh my god, yeah, here comes the snipers, guys. Watch this. I'm gonna take them. Like, you know, like that's not fun. So we're grab the explosives pack, which is all what? No, behind us. All right, so the pack is already down. Seeker mine. You get these Seeker mines too, but I think they're only effective if you got really low health. Gotta get on point with my aim. Alright, so Fernie's down. The explosives are ready. So this is probably what's delaying this actual gameplay. So it definitely can be done in less time than 37 minutes. Because I didn't even know this was happening. So the explosive packs are already down. We have one teammate down, and we have a lot of mobs. See, the problem right here is if you don't pick up those explosives and plant them, you're going to end up prolonging, and these mobs are going to spawn in more and more and more. These Seeker mines, you can either shoot them or just jump over them. They're so useless. Just don't worry about them. They're just really useless. If you die from one, it's just because you already got damage and you're at low health. And as far as these drones, I mean, for the most part, they kind of tell you where they are based on their lasers. You just got to kind of follow the lasers. Somebody has to get that explosives pack. Somebody will. I don't know who it's going to be. I know it's not going to be me. Say secret mine deployed. I mean, it's right there next to you. It's just useless. Just jump away from it, maintain your health, and that's it. But where Fernie is right there at the top of the stairs, impossible. You will die. That's a guaranteed death. I mean, within seconds, you're dead. But somebody has to definitely grab that explosives. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting here. We will just sit here and keep fighting enemies non-stop. It just has to be done. This will never like die down. So this is prolonged. This is definitely prolonged the game. I didn't even realize that. Look at the shotgun. I'm down. So there's only 2 of us. Right? Inside here. Oh, now there's 3. And you get the shotgunner. I went down. I mean, it's just sticky situations like that. Low health and shotgunners rushing. Down a teammate. Maybe down 2 teammates. And it can be game over like so quick. So basically, you just got to get rid of the enemies. 2 enemies. 1 right there. Again, Seeker Mine right next to me. Useless. No, it doesn't actually. Alright. So he's done Seeker Mine. See? It does nothing. Just an annoyance. Don't worry about it. Alright, who's grabbing it? Somebody's grabbing it. Up, somebody's got it. Did they get it? They got it. No. No. Look at this. 1 teammate alive. Or 2 teammates alive. You just gotta pay attention. That's it. Right. Here comes... I'm just trying to make distance from myself between the drones, the guys rushing down the stairs. It's pretty much all I'm doing right there. Alright, so this is definitely 100% prolonged because of the... I'm trying to see. Yeah, because of not placing the explosives. So we're on round 15. I'm trying to see. Alright, he's right. He's in the... Alright, he's right next to me. Oh, nope, they're right there. Alright.
Agent, you need to place those explosives.
And she'll keep repeating that over and over and over again. But you can sit down here and fight for hours and hours and hours and hours on end if you don't grab the pack. I don't personally like grabbing it. I probably will the next time I play it though. No, actually I did the last I mean I did this about 2 or 3 times yesterday. We didn't complete it. I mean, each crew is different, you know. Some never played before. Some are not geared for it.
Fire! Shut up and fire!
Current chat, and that's it. I'm clapping because it's game over. Even though there's still mobs everywhere, it's game over. Once see the damage on the APC. Once that's done, over. Everybody just disappears. And that's it. So, it took a long time. We had 1 teammate down. And it took a long time.
We lost some really good people, but if that APC hadn't been stopped, the situation would have been much worse. We managed to stop any airstrikes on the city.
If you want green gear, you gotta run the Incursion. You want better green gear, you gotta run the Incursion challenge mode. Yeah, I mean, it's guaranteed, right? Between the Dark Zone and other missions, it's a big fat what if, right? I didn't notice the gold fabric and tools. But I'm maxed out on my monies. I'm at 1,000 Phoenix credits at the time of this recording. But that's it, guys. We are right about just under 45 minutes, and that's the mission completed. And pretty much from start to finish. So if you think of it from the time you jump to the window, you know, like bypass the whole tunnel, right? Running through the tunnels and all that. Take a good couple minutes out of that. But otherwise, this was less than 45 minutes. And again, we did have a delay with getting rid of the last bit of mobs because we were down one player. So that one player is going to help you take out more mobs, which, you know, downs the time. So definitely can be done in 40 minutes. Definitely can be done in 30 minutes. The faster you kill people, the faster you get it done. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Thanks for watching.